Hi, I'm Ryan Butler, NF0T. Today we're going to walk through using RADE, the Radio Audio Encoder digital voice mode within AetherSDR version 26.5.1. The RADE implementation in AetherSDR is fully software defined. This means it requires no external waveforms on your radio, and no Raspberry Pi running Flex containers, and no external FreeDV GUI or DAX routing. Everything you need is built directly into the interface. Before we begin, let's check a few essential settings. Navigate to Settings, Radio Setup, and ensure that your call sign is entered correctly for your radio. Next, go to Settings and select Spot Hub, and then select the FreeDV tab. Underneath Station Data, you can manually enter your call sign in grid square, or if your radio, such as an 8000 series in Aurora, has an active GPS, simply check the boxes to autofill the data from the radio. Note this autofill does require a standard GPS, not a GPS DO like those found in the 6000 series. If you also want to report your information, you can hit the Start button and ensure that Enabled is checked under the FreeDV Reporter section. To engage RADE, use the Mode drop-down menu available via the Slice or the main RX applet, and select RADE. You'll notice in this example that the Flex container modes FDVU and FDVL are also available. If you do not have these installed or are not using an external Raspberry Pi, you will not see these on your screen. Once activated, you'll notice a few immediate changes. The Slice audio will mute automatically so you don't hear the raw OFDM carriers. The display will show DIG-U or DIG-L for lower sideband bands like 40 meters. A new RADE indicator will appear next to the frequency. This LED is black when idle and turns orange or green when receiving a signal. When receiving, the three horizontal dashes will be replaced by a signal noise ratio value and a frequency offset indicator. Let's take a look at a real-world example. In this demonstration, I switched over to the 40-meter band. The Tuesday evening FreeDV net is just about to start, which takes place every Tuesday at approximately 8 p.m. Central Time. Looking closely at the display, you can see all the active elements of the RADE interface working together. The RADE indicator is present, showing that the mode is engaged. We have a live signal noise ratio reading in decibels, and a frequency offset indicator is displayed showing how close our receiver is to the transmitting station. Because all of these elements are aligned, the software is successfully decoding the transmission, and you can clearly hear Dusty's audio playing out.
K0PFX is number 4, then Bill, DA3, WTV, KF02. I'm up first. Excuse me, NF02, WA5, QPC, and the FreeDV.
Now let's take a look at how to transmit using RADE mode. To begin transmitting, simply hit the MOX button on your interface. When you engage MOX, you will immediately notice a couple of things happen on your display. First, your RF power meter will activate, showing your current output power. Second, you will see a solid continuous waveform across the pan adapter. This constant signal represents the OFDM, orthogonal frequency division multiplexing carriers being transmitted by the radio. As soon as you release the MOX button to stop transmitting, the software instantly switches back to receive mode, ready to decode incoming signals. To wrap things up, let's look at why RADE is such a powerful addition to AetherSDR. By fully integrating this digital voice mode into the software, it eliminates the need for external hardware configurations like Raspberry Pis or complex routing through a FreeDV GUI and DAX. You get clean automated digital voice communications right from your native console. As you start making your own contacts, just remember the key indicators we covered today. Make sure your call sign, grid square, and spot hub configurations are filled out before you begin. Look for the color-coded SNR and frequency offset metrics next to the RADE indicator to confirm you have a solid decodable lock on an incoming signal. Hopefully this guide helps you get up and running on the air with RADE. Thanks for watching. This is Ryan Butler, NF0T 73.